So this is going to be another movie review. This one's called The Nut Job. Too naughty by nature. I'm giving it 1 out of 5 stars. What a disappointment. People say that this one's slightly better than the original Nut Job. I'm saying the original Nut Job was way better than this. This movie is a real stinker. It's got Will Arnett reprising his role as Surly the Squirrel. And Jackie Chan plays the Kung Fu Mouse. He teaches an army of fellow mice the art of the Shaolin Kung Fu. What really irritated me, not once but twice, is that they used the term "we're all in this together." And now I know where politicians get their slogans from, because that was the big saying last year, that you had to make sacrifices because we're all in this together to fight the COVID. And of course, it dragged on for more than a year. And California is opening up pretty fast. They're following the red state governors of Texas and Florida. I delivered groceries at a bar in Hayward, and nobody was wearing masks there. And that Gottlieb guy says that nobody will be wearing masks in June. I find that hard to believe, but anyways, the Nut Job 2. So this greedy white male swine of a capitalist pig mayor wants to build an amusement park that doesn't meet safety standards. Inexplicably, he ends up getting carted off by the police, who are apparently responsible for enforcing the safety standards in the town. Oh man, hey Adrian, what's happening? So my new best friend, after my former best friend decided to move from Renton, Washington, to Dallas, Texas. Chinese woman does Dallas. So she's 40 years old. My coworker's 21. That's quite an age difference. But anyways, I got a new best friend who's about 19 years younger than my old best friend who moved to Dallas. And you know who I'm talking about, the subject of never-ending office gossip. Oh man, she decided to take off early. I think I mentioned that in my last video. And she didn't tell anybody that she had a family emergency. I think all of her family has been fully vaccinated. Probably with the, I'm guessing it was not the Moderna, but the Pfizer vaccine. And one of her family members, I think, caught the COVID or tested positive or something. You know, those PCR tests, the gold standard of of testing for COVID. They're not very accurate, especially if you go over 30 cycles. But she got written up for that, just taken off to take care of her family. without telling anybody. And so she just signed the paper, and the next day she did the same thing. She took off early. She told my coworker that she wanted to be with her boyfriend, which was hard to believe considering that she just got dumped over the weekend. How could she get a new boyfriend in 4 days? I think some of her stories are exaggerated. And I mean, she's great looking and everything, but she's not like magazine cover material. So the following day she says, I have to go into quarantine for 10 days. It seems like she's just making up all kinds of excuses not to do work. And then while she's at home, she blows up my Google chat, like 20 Google chats. I guess the young guys at my at my office are giving her the ding-a-lings, and I'm giving her the intelligent conversation. She definitely needs a mentor, like a father figure, because something's not right with this girl. I think she's having problems. She said she wanted to jump off the Golden Gate Bridge because she hates all the people who manage her in that department. I told her, dang, I sure would miss you. And then she said, I was just stressed out when I said that. Oh, man. It's craziness. By the time she gets out of her quarantine, I'll probably have my head shaved again. And I'll look 20 years younger. Not that I want to not that I want to chase after her, especially seeing as how she's focused on going after the dinglings of the young men in the office. But anyways, yeah. I'm sure I could do a better job in bed than they can, but that's beside the point. I want to, like you said, I want to take the chance of getting the clap and long-term effects of having urinary problems. But anyways, enough about her. She's yeah, I don't want them discovered that I have the clap late stages, and then they don't have any kind of cure for me. That can be a problem. Yeah, it's painful. It's not like syphilis where where you can see it but you can't feel it. Anyways, getting back to, I'm doing a kids movie review and I'm talking about all these sexually transmitted diseases. Nowadays, the politically correct term is sexually transmitted infection, because it doesn't have the stigma of having sex with multiple partners and catching something along the way. Like my coworker, for instance. Anyways, nut job 2. So the greedy white male swine of a capitalist pygmare wants to set up the amusement park. And, but before that, the critters are they're ransacking this abandoned nut factory or something, closed down, and so the critters went in there and started eating everything in sight, started getting lazy and stuff. And then Surly the squirrel didn't watch the boiler, so the whole store exploded, and then the mayor's bulldozing the park, going after the critters. And Jackie Chan, the mouse, decides at the last minute that he's going to help out the critters because he knows kung fu, and he can take the park back from the amusement park mayor guy. And that's pretty much the story right there. There are a couple of dogs that start. That's pretty funny. Anyways, yeah, I just can't. I mean, she asked me. It's funny too because she asked me if she flirts too much with everybody. And man, she was on that Google chat back and forth 20 times on Friday. Holy cow! Oh my goodness. I was struggling to get work done, and I could see why her boss is upset that she doesn't do any work. she's more interested in flirting with guys, and she's something else. I don't know what else to say. I'm just glad she's not like chasing after me like she does with with the younger guys. But I'm sure she'll get around to it when the younger guys get sick and tired of her. Yeah. It sounds like she can't hold a boyfriend for more than 3 days. Oh man, I think Billy Squier made a song about her. I was listening to it on the classic rock radio station in the South Bay, K-Fox, and remember that Billy Squier song, Everybody Wants You? I think that was written for her, although she wasn't born in the 80s yet. But yeah, Roxanne is another one. Oh man. I wonder if that's her side job, just like prostitution on the side, like that half Chinese, half Vietnamese 18-year-old that I met on OkCupid. I kept like ticking her off because I was trying to play the moral authority, like I would if my current coworker tried to yeah, maybe she likes to strip at the bar, but you can't do that during the lockdown. So maybe she got all excited when California started opening up again. But man, she's something else. You're right when you said she's like poison ivy. Yeah. One time I went out in the backyard to take a leak, and then I got poison ivy all over my dingling. Oh man, that's what it's like when she's in the office. Anyways, it's good for a laugh, I guess. I just kind of play her game with the Google chat, and yeah. And when she said she wanted to jump off the Golden Gate Bridge, it just reminded me of that my coworker who was addicted to heroin. He told me, if my mother kicks me out of the house, I'm going to go kill myself. Oh, jeez. That place where I work is pretty cuckoo nutty. And, of course, they want everybody... They want 50% of the employees to get the COVID shot. Only 10% got it, so they can't adjust their mask policy. So everybody's forced to wear masks, and it's the same at my other job, delivering groceries. They're still going to insist on mask and gloves there. So stupid. Even though I went into that bar in Hayward and nobody was wearing a mask, and Gottlieb said nobody's going to be wearing a mask in June. So we'll see. I was thinking of taking my son out to a restaurant because they started doing dine-in. I saw that bar. People weren't. That bar in Hayward, people weren't wearing masks. If there's dine-in and there's no mask enforcement, I'll definitely start taking my son out for lunch. It's like the good old days back in 2019 days. And my son wants to go back to the movies. I guess he misses the buttery popcorn. But anyways, I saw The Nut Job with my son when he was like 4. And for whatever reason, I don't remember. It was just a much better movie, even though people say the sequel is better. I hated the sequel. It's horrible. Skip it. Don't watch it. Told you got the like 30 or so Jackie Chan DVDs coming up. I started watching Skip Trace. I can see why my son stopped watching Jackie Chan after he saw Skip Trace. Johnny Knoxville is a horrible actor. I don't even know why they put him in a movie with Jackie Chan. I'm sure he doesn't know why either. But it's 2016, so can't expect much from Jackie Chan movie. Oh, there's an Anthony Hopkins movie they can talk about his gay life, like they did with Freddie Mercury and Elton John. I guess they like to promote gay people nowadays in Hollywood. Whatever. Yeah, I thought Anthony Hopkins was leading a double life. I saw him in that movie where he played Dr. Jekyll and Jack the Ripper. He was like in this gay bathhouse, and I was thinking, man, he must have been horny when he was looking at all those young dinglings. in the steamy bathhouse. Yeah, I thought he was leading a double life, like Rock Hudson. He was pretending like he was straight, but he was having some gay affairs on the side. Of course, Rock Hudson got AIDS, and everybody thought you could get AIDS from casual contact. That was what Dr. Fauci was saying back in the 80s. You get AIDS from casual contact. Now this guy is running the COVID, and he's running all the COVID restrictions around the world. Dr. Tony Fauci. Tony Baloney. Anyways, after Nut Job 2, there hasn't been a Nut Job 3. If there was a Nut Job 3, that it would have come out this year, but it didn't. Thank God. The series came to an end. Anyways, I worked about 10 and a half hours, nothing big. And they sent me a relief driver because I was running about 40 minutes late thanks to rush hour on a Friday. And I was going pretty fast. I was doing like eight deliveries every hour. And they had some new people doing the dispatch. So they sent a relief driver to pick up like 3 stops, which I could have delivered before 9 anyway, but it didn't make that much difference, really. I still only got 5.5 hours. Embryo, 1976. That sounds pretty good. I think I'll check that one out. Rock Hudson is my favorite actor, by the way. He was great in Seconds. I don't know if you've seen Seconds, but that movie's pretty far out. I enjoyed it a lot more than The Manchurian Candidate, let me tell you that. Oh wow, I've got 2 movies that I can add. But no results for the Embryo. Let's see if it's on YouTube. Well, YouTube would pop up. The Embryo. Come on. Man, it's slow. I thought I had fast internet. $1976, huh? Oh yeah, full-length movie. Cool. I'm going to add this to my list. Thanks for the tip. It's on Cult Cinema Classics movie channel. That's a pretty cool name for a channel. And I happen to be subscribed to that channel. Cool. Skip ads. Oh, 1 hour, 39 minutes. Nice. The only thing about Cult Cinema Classics is they got their little CCC caption in the right. Yeah, Carnage was fun. You got the spaghetti guts and the bloodless decapitation. The Goremeister of Staten Island. Oh, you like the blondie in that one? I couldn't really get into her. She doesn't get naked. There's no nudity in Carnage. It's all gore or low budget gore. Anyways, that's the matter of you. I'm going to add some more Orson Welles to my Netflix. See what we got going with Orson Welles. There's a lot of Orson Welles stuff on Netflix, I noticed. Because not only did he direct, but he acted and he narrated and he did this, that, and the other. It's pretty prolific when it comes to movies. All right, so I'm going to add The Trial, 1962. And then you got me and Orson Welles. And I'm up to 500. I don't know why. I got a couple of DVDs that just dropped off. The selection on Netflix is pretty bad, which is why I have to resort to YouTube to find the embryo, for instance. But anyways, nice chatting with you. I guess I'll be chatting with my 21-year-old Filipino friend on Monday. She's gonna blow up my Google chat again. And guess it doesn't require too much conversation to get her in the sack. Oh, American Ninja? Michael Dudikoff? Hey, Karate Man's joined the chat room. Let's see. I like I like American Ninja. Is it 4 or 5? The one with David Bradley. Let's see. If I had to pick my favorite American Ninja, yeah, American Ninja 5. That one's got David Bradley. It's got the Kid Kung Fu guy, Lee Reyes, and it's got Pat Morita. I didn't like American Ninja 4, The Annihilation, but I liked 1 through 3. I think I like American Ninja 5 the best. I've seen all of them. I've seen 1 through 5. The first one is great. The first American Ninja, and the last one, American Ninja 5 with David Bradley. I tried to get my son to watch the first one, but it was too scary for him. All those ninjas running around at night. I think it was too violent or something. But anyways, yeah, I love American Ninja, the series. I've got all the reviews up on my channel. If you want to search my channel, you can check out each review. And sorry that I haven't gotten to the action genre as much. But I'm watching Jackie Chan, which is sort of action. I mean, Skip Trace, Jackie Chan, and fight scenes and explosions, and then you see dumb looking Johnny Knoxville just sitting there reading a story to all these to all these women on an airplane or something. It's pretty ridiculous. But I'll try to finish up Skip Trace, and then I've got The Spy Next Door, which is more like a comedy. I watched the trailer and it's like a PG comedy. Jackie Chan, the babysitter. Oh boy. That one's going to be painful to watch. And I'm not looking forward to Skip Trace either. Anything after 2010, I think, involving Jackie Chan is going to be a real stinker. So that's what I have to look forward to, torturing myself with the Jackie Chan stuff later.